Yeah, implying that I was too smart for that to go over my head.
Okay,
It was a terrible joke. Never mind.
it's cool.
Luckily, you're short enough that it could still possibly go over your head.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Okay, I have to get my recap going here. Since we're all here. Okay, last week we started off with the DM, that's me, keeping track of the dates and telling you guys about the calendar. So you started off the last session with the your fourth night technically in Waterdeep. You started off in the evening. It was after the opera. Holly / Isaac traveled to find Maxine in the evening. Maxine was the talking mare. He, in the form of Isaac, he stops at a tavern, talks to the tavern bartender, ends up talking to a couple of prostitutes, and gets some information about how to find Maxine. He / she then travels back to the manor. We rolled on the tavern name, and Lift's Spirits won, by the way.
Hey,
The following morning, the construction team sent by Broxley shows up at the manor to start the renovations. And they're thoroughly vetted by both Holly and Raw. The party then goes back to the yawning portal to have breakfast, and Holly decides to stay and pick up all of the party's belongings and take it back to the manor. The rest of the party heads to Mount Waterdeep. On the way up the mountain, Felix gets exhausted and barely makes it up, but then takes a potion of vitality that Ogle offers him to keep from passing out. Felix meets and speaks to the monk Halam and gets the information that Vajra requested. Everybody makes it safely back to town. In the meantime, Holly follows her lead about Maxine. She ends up buying a purple bubble-patterned quilt and gets another tip. Holly meets the rest of the party in the street as they collaborate on a plan to meet up in the fields of Undercliff Village. After Holly follows her lead about Maxine. Follows her lead, and Felix stops by the Blackstaff Tower to turn in his information from the monk. He gains a renown with the gray hands, and also was rewarded a Candle of the Deep, as well as another mission to get information on a bronze dragon in the Waterdeep harbor. The party, except for Holly, heads to Undercliff Village in the fields and meets a few different gnome farmers, talks to them, gets information about the scarecrows terrorizing the area. They decide to talk to more farmers in the area and sort of triangulate what they think the area that the scarecrows would be showing up at. They find out that it's at night. In the meantime, again, Holly turns into a little street urchin child and finds Maxine. Then turns invisible and talks to Maxine. Maxine recalls giving a ride to a sun elf and his half-orc bodyguard, who's a female half-orc, about 2 days ago. She picked them up at an intersection. She doesn't recall which one. She drops them off at the yawning portal. They had talked about hiring spies to root out the Xanathar Guild hideouts in the city. Holly remembers that the half-orc description sounds like Yagra Stonefist. Holly rewards Maxine with some carrots, then heads to the Undercliff Fields, but does not find the party. They had already left and went to Waterdeep Harbor. At that point, the rest of the party has rented a rowboat, gone out into the middle of the harbor, dropped into the water, found the dragon, the bronze dragon that they were looking for. They have a conversation with it in which they determine that the dragon is harmless and only looking for sunken treasure, and they figured out that it's lawful good. They return the information to Vajra. She rewards Felix with a pouch full of dust of dryness. He earns another renown point, as well as a third mission to find another member of the Force Grey to find and get some more information. The party meets back up at the manor, heads out together to Undercliff Fields to further investigate the scarecrows at night. You all camped out, waiting for anything suspicious to happen. You happen upon some scarecrows and fight them. Ra gets the killing blow, I think, on every single scarecrow. Your party takes some scarecrow remains, like pumpkin pieces and such, back as evidence for Meliner Fellbranch at the Falconmere Manor. Ra gains a renown with the Emerald Enclave and received a Charm of Restoration, as well as another mission involving Sir Ambrose. And then the party headed back to the manor for the night. And that is where we ended. So, you guys are back in your manor and you're about to go to sleep, I guess.
Can I just get a quick recap on what that mission was? Because
I think it's in the hang on.
It's in-
Yeah, if you go to chat and scroll up, you should be able to see Sir Ambrose Everdon.
God pricing for housing in Oceanside, California.
What? Oh, did you link it?
Yeah, that's my townhome I might buy. It's real ugly on the inside. It's like the episodes
From 86.
It's like those episodes of House Hunters where people are like, I hate the paint, except I know that I can paint it, so.
Right?
Yeah, no, it's a cute house. It's just California, man.
But as far as Sir Ambrose, my one question was, do I know where to find him? That was the one piece I missed. Like, where is he?
Oh, let me make sure they said that. You can find him basically if you just sort of check in with like wherever the city guard is. So they're on the outskirts of town. The guard is on the outside and the city watch is on the inside. So basically at any guard post on the outside walls of the city, they would know where he was.
Sounds good. Alright, so now we're just doing our bedtime rituals, right?
Sure. Whatever you want to do.
I don't really have anything to do except head up to bed, so I'm just going to go up to my room and get a long rest.
Yeah, about what time is it?
Probably like close to midnight. Because you guys camped out for a while before you got to the scarecrows and then that battle. And then you decided to go home afterwards.
Okay.
So you guys are back at home right now. So you're just doing a long rest, everybody?
I guess.
Yes.
I'm in bed.
Is Forrest Gray is like a member of the Greyhounds?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like the next level up. Why?
I was just making sure.
Oh, you're done at your quest?
Long resting.
Okay.
The longest.
So you guys can reset any spells or abilities that needed a long rest and hit points and all that. I don't know if anybody took damage in that last fight.
I don't think anybody did. Oop. Oh, my bad.
Okay. Okay, so you guys go to sleep, you're refreshed, you wake up the next morning, and sort of the same thing happens over again. Your construction people show up. They're all the same people. They have the same paperwork and the same tools, so you can validate them if you choose to. And they get to work.
I'm gonna see if they can't carpet my bedroom, like the walls and everything.
Right, because you're a cat. Okay.
You should put a couple balance beams in there too.
Yes.
Wait, are we going to check these people's papers every day? I think that's a good idea.
I mean, that was you and Holly.
What do we need to roll for that?
Investigation check.
You busted an illegal immigrant.
I'm really trying to think of something right now that would like be funny, but also not racially insensitive.
Wow, now I just need to know.
I was trying to think of like maybe not a dwarf, but
Like a Home Depot joke.
well, yeah. So like they have a half orc with them, and he wasn't there the day before, and he's like a little green complected, and so he kind of sticks out. And he has a bit of a northern accent. But he doesn't speak very much, so it's hard to catch the northern accent. But you do notice one guy is a little bit not like the others.
Alright, so I'm going to ask him who the hell he is and what he's doing here.
My name's Gibbs, and I just lay some tile. That's what they contracted me for.
All right, I'm gonna keep an eye on him today, and I'm gonna get his name is Gibbs. I'm gonna make a note to ask who's our contact on these people.
Broxley.
Roxy. I'm gonna ask Roxy about him later.
Okay. Is everybody? Where are you guys all? Are you in your bedrooms?
I'm in my room in bed still.
Okay. Well, they showed up bright and early at like 7 a.m.
I'm headed to the yawning portal for breakfast.
Oh, are you leaving?
Yeah, I have to go check on this weirdo Maloon.
Okay. So Felix leaves. The rest of you are in the house.
Ogle wanders with Felix. He's hungry. He wants some eggs and bacon.
Well, I don't want to be left in this weird house by myself with these weird people, so I'll go too.
All right, Holly, Raw, what are you guys doing?
Talking to me?
Rod's gonna stay at the manor and just kind of keep an eye on this Gibbs guy.
I was a little sketched out by the tile guy.
Yeah, I don't trust green people. Sorry, I know it's 2020, but you know, can't help how I was raised, and you know, so I'm just gonna kind of stay home and monitor the work, but I'm gonna make sure I'm in the same room as Gibbs the whole time.
All right, Holly.
I'm gonna go find the leader of my guild.
You should let him know you have a green friend. Maybe take him off his guard a little bit, get some real information.
What? Okay. So, you already did find your guild, Holly.
Oh, did I already talk to him and all that?
Oh my god, you didn't listen?
Did.
Not.
No, you didn't actually go back. You
See?
yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Hang on. Now I have to look.
I'm pretty sure I went to go find information from the bartender at Yawning Portal, but beyond that I didn't.
No, I have to look
didn't
at my
actually go-
DM journal. Hang on. Yeah, I guess Harper's. No, okay. You did not yet go
Yeah.
back to Mert. Okay.
Mark and explain what I found.
Right, not yet. You haven't even attempted to yet. It was Ra that had gone back to Melanor and got another quest. And then, so Ra's on his second quest with the Emerald Enclave, and Felix is on his third quest with Grey Hands. But you have not turned in your first quest with the Harpers yet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're going to leave on your own and go to Mert's house. He gave you the address.
I'll go to his manor.
Okay. Before all that happens, as Mordekaiser, Ogle, and Felix are about to walk out the door of their manor, they run into a female human who's dressed as basically like a knight. And she's like trying to walk in the door. You guys are trying to walk out the door. And so you kind of like literally bump into her. And she says, "Oh, excuse me.
Can we help you?
Yes. I actually had heard of you folks in this particular establishment, that you're new to town, and that there happened to be a cleric maybe with you.
And you are?
My name is Savra Bellabrantia."
Ogul just starts looking around. Cleric? There's no cleric here.
And if there were a cleric here, what exactly would it be to you?
Oh,
I mean, not to be off-putting, but you just kind of walked in our front door.
right. You're new to Waterdeep. You would not have heard of the Bellabrantas. Well, my family is... Well, we're a noble family, but that's not really the important part. I was given some information that you folks had done a spectacular rescue mission involving Rainier and another fellow. And word gets around very quickly here.
Yeah, information from whom, if I might ask?
Rainier.
Oh. Okay.
Typical.
Well, anyway, I'm actually with the Order of the Gauntlet, and we reside in the Halls of Justice, which also happens to be the Temple of Tyr. We're always seeking people of good moral character and high values, and I was informed.
Ogul, she's looking for you.
Clearly.
I was informed that one of you was such a person. And I came here to invite you to join us at the Order of the Gauntlet.
Do they serve pancakes?
Will we get breakfast?
Well, we don't generally have a lot of food there. There's burning of incense, but that's about it. But we do have pools, small ceremonial pools, and we don't have like a buffet or anything. And
Alright.
now all of a sudden she looks kind of like worried, like maybe she came at the wrong time.
She just hears all three of our stomachs start to growl.
I look at Ogul, like, maybe after breakfast?
After breakfast.
Good. Did you get directions?
Nope. Where do we need to go?
Oh, well, it's the Halls of Justice. It's located west of the market, and we're kind of in the castle ward. We would love for you to join us. Do you have your own god or a temple that you'd normally worship at?
My dwarven god,
And who is that?
Moradin.
Oh, lovely. Moradin.
Friends of Tyr.
Yes, they're allies. That's perfect, and I think that's a great alignment for you and for I. And our mission is to seek out and destroy evil, especially before it gains a foothold in this city.
We like to destroy things.
We
Especially
also
bad things.
want to return peace to the city as much as possible. If you're interested in joining us, please come to the Halls of Justice. We do require an oath. It's basically just that you find and destroy evil in all of its forms. But we would happily have you with our brethren.
Alright, we'll swing by sometime after breakfast.
Very well. Good day to you all. And she leaves.
Good day.
Okay, so you guys are heading down to the yawning portal.
We
Correct.
are.
Okay. Good grief. You know what? I can't move the yawning portal. Okay. There we go. Alrighty. Holly's not there.
What's up?
Oh wait, Holly was there.
I
Right?
was talking to the bartender, but that was like last night, wasn't it?
This was I just fixing some stuff. So we've got Felix, Ogle, Mordecai. Ra's not there, and Holly's on a different journey. So you guys are going down to the yawning portal to have your breakfast. I'm gonna leave you there for a second. Holly, what were you doing?
I was going to Mert.
Okay.
We'll just do that later.
What?
We can do that later and have the.
All right, we'll have Ra do his thing now. Ra, you were staying at the house for some reason.
Yeah, I don't trust that guy. I want to keep an eye on him. I don't want him messing around with their stuff.
Okay. So you are staying at Trollskull Manor. You watch as this half-orc is in the private bath on I think it's the second floor. I'm going to move you to the second floor. And he is, after watching him carry boxes of tiles, ceramic tile, up and down the stairs, and his bags of thin set, which is like the grout. This sort of concrete grout up and down the stairs, and all of his tools and stuff. You see him start to place the tiles down in the bathroom. Very carefully, he's measuring, and it's a really like belaboring process. It's really boring, especially if you're just watching. It's kind of like watching paint dry. But he's very studious in his work, and he hasn't veered off of the path of just laying tile.
Insight check.
You're not there.
Alright, I'm just gonna keep watching him until the kids come home.
Okay. Holly,
Yes.
where were you going?
Mert's place.
Okay. For Mert's place. Roll a D100. All right. You need to get over 90 or under 10
For what?
to see if Mert was home.
Oh,
He's not
10% chance. Okay, well, I'll wait for him.
home. Okay. No one answers the door. How long are you waiting?
An hour at most.
Okay. We'll come back to you.
Okay.
Okay. Everybody else is the yawning portal. God dang it. And all right, what are you guys doing? The rest of you.
I really need an egg sandwich.
Eating food.
Okay, so you have breakfast.
We have breakfast. Lots of milk.
Oh, so good.
And then I'm going to talk to my boy behind the bar. I cannot find his Vernon. There you go.
Durnan.
Vernon. And ask him about Balloon War Dragon. I know he's been hanging out here at any particular time of day when he shows up normally, or he's got any eyes on him. Because at this point, I don't know what the guy looks like, right?
Yeah, Maloon?
Yeah, Maloon War Dragon.
Roll a
Used to be-
persuasion check.
Oh, me and this guy are partners. What are you talking about?
Fine, roll it with advantage. You might be partners with him, but he doesn't just give up private information about people.
He does today.
Oh my god, a 1 and a 20? You're so lucky. He would have told you to fuck off. Okay.
Now he's going to read me his diary.
That went from 0 to 60.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Maloon? Yeah, he's got a room here. He's kind of a weirdo.
Yeah, from what I was told, he used to be, pretty genteel and upbeat, and all of a sudden he's kind of not. Is that tracking with what you're seeing?
Yeah. He's got this axe. And it's weird. It's like he fights with it.
Well,
That's typically what you do with an axe, yes.
No,
Like-
I mean
like-
argues with it.
oh.
But he doesn't
Interesting.
really argue with it. It's weird. It's like when he's holding it, it doesn't want to be held. And I don't know. It's weird. Sometimes he talks to it. It's not like, somebody from the asylum talking to something. It's like every once in a while he'll mumble something. It's really bizarre.
When do you typically see him around? I just want to keep an eye on him, make sure he's not going to cause any problems.
He should be coming down any minute now. He usually is down for breakfast.
All right. Maybe just give me a nod when he comes in.
You
I'd
got it.
appreciate it. And I'll continue eating, looking very nonchalant. I'm very sneaky. I'm half ninja.
So you trying to be invisible? What are you trying to do?
Just being inconspicuous. At least as inconspicuous as a 7-foot cat can be.
Hmm. Alright, so you guys have breakfast, you wait around. And then I have to find the thing. Named. Alright. And then down walks this, decently handsome, formidable warrior looking guy. He's in his prime. Late 20s, early 30s. He seems like a basically happy-go-lucky, upbeat looking kind of fella who walks down, raises his hand up to wave at Durnan, and then sits down at a table and waits for a waitress to come by and be served.
He looks suspiciously like the guy at table 4.
What's table 4? Oh, shit. Yeah.
Twinsies.
Okay, so.
Whoa!
Spatially deleted.
He went to the fourth dimension.
Hey, do one of you guys want to dress as a maid and go talk to the guy?
Does he need his room cleaned? Or is this some sort of like start to a weird porn movie?
Housekeeping.
Barmaid.
Up your pillow.
Hold on, I'll go on your shoulders and we'll put a dress on. Guaranteed to work.
Solid plan. I think I'm just supposed to observe.
With that long beard of yours.
Yeah, about that. We'll just wrap it up and make it look like it's my hair.
So maybe we'll just observe.
Damn it, I guess so. When we take our break, I am totally making a real egg sandwich.
Sounds actually really good.
Yeah, it's way better than the fake egg sandwiches.
I'm like smelling it right now. This is awful.
Mayonnaise and pepper, a little bit of hot sauce.
I've never put mayo on eggs. I was just going to do salt, pepper, and maybe make some bacon.
I do mayo, and then it turns it into an egg salad sandwich.
Oh shit, you're right.
It's weird that if you put mayo on something, it turns it into a salad.
And the more mayo, the more salady.
Right.
I don't know. I've never had a bologna salad.
Oh,
Me
You
neither.
clearly haven't lived.
Yes, clearly.
okay,
So
so
So I
you're
didn't
in a bad spot when you get spam.
I have had a spam salad sandwich
what?
Oh, make me gag.
with pickles on a bagel.
That is so gross. Can we get back to the story?
We're eating breakfast and perceiving this guy.
Okay, so Felix has a spam salad sandwich on a bagel with pickles.
And sardines.
I have
Egg
regular
sandwich.
egg sandwich with salt and pepper, and the eggs, they're over medium so they don't get too messy.
Okay. Hogel, anything special for you on the menu?
An omelet,
Okay.
a meat-filled omelet
Boring.
with bacon and lots of cheese.
A cheesy bacon meat omelet.
Oh yeah.
Got it. Alright, so you guys are eating, and you just noticed that
Is it home fries or hash browns?
Hash browns.
can you be this detailed in your fucking like adventure? Because you guys
It
are like,
is an adventure.
I just walked up and talked to this dragon, and I'm like, what did you say? And they're like, I don't know, I just talked to him. I'm like, what the fuck?
We swam up to him.
Yeah, but I have a cheese and
Well,
bacon
actually, no,
meat-filled omelet.
I guess I did walk up to him, didn't
Yeah, because you guys were underwater walking.
I? With my heavy armor.
Next time we respond like that, you just need to remind us. The omelet, guys, the omelet.
Yeah, explain it like the omelet.
I was just thinking about the omelet that I get when we
Or
go
the
to one
fucking
of the restaurants down
spam salad bagel sandwich.
With pickles.
And sardines.
I'm sorry. Ugh.
and
Okay.
pepperoni.
Okay. So you see Maloon, and the waitress Bonnie walks up to Maloon to take his order, and he's just really polite and really friendly and very happy. And that's what you see of him so far.
And it's still first thing in the morning.
Yep. Yeah, you got your hot food in front of you.
Okay. Well,
My
I
hot
will.
food is gone, just so you know.
I'll keep an eye on him. Do I need to like perceive him or insight him? What do I need to do to figure out what his gig is?
Talk to him.
I'm supposed to observe him, not supposed to talk to him. I have to observe him for 10 days.
He's socially anxious, that's all.
What I can do is wait for the server to not be busy and see if she has seen anything awkward about him.
Okay.
I'm still down to dress up as a barmaid, Odal.
Somebody really wants to play dress up.
Yeah. All right, somebody flag down the barmaid.
Okay, well, Bonnie comes out from behind the bar, the like swinging doors from where the kitchen is, and she's got plates of food in her hand, and she looks up at you guys and said, "Oh, just a minute," and she walks right by with the plates of food because she's got to deliver them to all of her customers, and one of her customers is Maloon, and she drops off his plate, and you can see that he's like very thankful to her, gracious. And then she's dropping off other plates, and then she walks back by you guys.
Hey, Bonnie, when you get a second, if you got a few minutes to talk, I'd appreciate it. You know, that doesn't have to be right now, but
Yeah, what you need, honey?
jeez, it's Flo.
Can I have your autograph?
Right. I'm just. Have you happened to seen anything odd about Maloon? Does he have like some mood swings or anything like that?
No, Maloon's a delight.
Hey, I'm just checking. I don't know. Someone told me he had some sort of like a little unstable, but you haven't seen anything where he's acted even a little funny.
Nope, he's been just chipper as a chipmunk.
All right, awesome. Thanks for the info. Sorry to bother you.
No problem, honey. She walks back in the kitchen.
She tell anyone to kiss her grits?
Not yet.
You didn't
Right.
push her hard enough.
Right. Well, just drink a few cups of coffee and keep an eye on the guy for a while.
You ordered milk.
Well, you can't just sip milk for 2 hours. It's gross.
You're a cat. You sure can.
Oh, a
Just
cat on
chug it.
coffee.
Yes. I'm putting tape on my paws and dancing on the. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I think we're stuck observing till he does something.
Right.
Yeah, you guys don't have to hang out. I'm gonna like really sit at the bar and watch him until he leaves.
Hey Morty, you want to go up to what you call it? Up to the halls of justice with me?
Sure.
All right, let's finish eating. We'll head on there.
Sounds good.
How's your sandwich?
It's gone.
Gone.
Yeah, I inhaled it.
Good.
All right. So, Ogle and Mordekaiser finish their breakfast, and they decide to head up to Halls of Justice, which you guys originally are at the Yawning Portal, which is right here. And the Halls of Justice are right here, next to the market.
Okay,
So you're just going straight up there?
we're just gonna head straight on up.
Okay. Sorry, I gotta move my mic.
Did you click on where we're at? I'm lost.
Oh, you guys are going to the Halls of Justice, which is right here. Did you find it?
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's next to the market on the west side.
It looks like a diamond.
Yes.
It's by the Black Staff Tower.
Yes, it is. All right. So you walk into this beautiful big building, and there are statues of different paladin heroes and cleric heroes, and small little like pools, like fountains throughout, and it's kind of like this big open room with like pillars, stone pillars, and then the fountains and stuff like that. And walk in, and then there's like a huge altar in the back, on the back wall, to the god of Tyr, or the god named Tyr. Obviously, this is his temple. It serves as both like a courtroom. There's rooms on the side, and then the main hall is the temple area. And as you're walking in, you notice that female knight again, and she walks up to you and says, "Oh, I'm so glad you made it." Her name was Savra.
Good to see you again.
And
We're here.
you're here
What do you
to
want?
join the Order of the Gauntlet.
Possibly. Tell me more.
Well, as I mentioned before, our mission is to seek out and destroy evil before it gains a foothold in the city. And honestly, the recent surge of violence is really pushed us to find more members, more adventurers like yourself, who can help return our city to the peace that it once knew. The only thing that we ask is that you pledge to our temple an oath to fight and destroy evil in all of its forms. And we will give you a silver gauntlet, which is the symbol of our order. It's a small ceremony. It's nothing too fancy. We do have missions and rewards that we can give you.
We like those. Alright. You got me. Let's do this.
All right, so she holds out her hand for you to take it, like to walk up with her. So
Okay.
you take her hand, and you
I'll
guys
waddle up.
walk up to the altar, and there are some other human males in the area, and she gestures for them to like come over and gather near the altar as witnesses, and she starts saying the oath, which is that you would say, "I, Ogle," what's your full name?
Stormhammer.
I, Ogle Stormhammer, do solemnly swear to find and destroy evil in all of its forms, and keep the peace of the great city of Waterdeep, in the name of Tyr and Mordain. She added Mordain because she knows you're a Mordain worshipper. Moradin. Sorry.
You're fine.
So you repeat those words after her. And then she hands you a small carved out silver gauntlet. It's the size of a coin, but it's not round. It's an actual gauntlet that is silver. Like a two-dimensional gauntlet carved. Almost like what you'd see on like the Hand of the King from Game of Thrones,
Okay.
but without the line in it. It's not a pin, it's just like a trinket.
Got it. Sounds good.
Where to?
Anything that needs done at the moment?
Yes. Actually,
Actually.
well, we hear that the Zents are paying gangs in the field wards to attack suspected Xanathar guild members, and fights are breaking out in the ward daily. If you could stop a fight before it happens, that would be great. We need to send a message to these thugs that further altercations won't be tolerated.
Okay.
So you're basically just trying to stop fights before they happen, but specifically in the field ward.
Good to go.
Um,
Wander on out there. Well, actually, we should probably stop some people up.
I think that makes sense.
Find Holly.
yeah.
Ra, because you know the cat, he's too busy to help us with it. Too busy peeping Tom somebody.
All right, so where are you guys going?
We're gonna go get Holly and then go back to the tavern and see if Ra wants to join us.
Okay. Um,
I'm at Mert's house, waiting
right.
outside.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
another
We
hour
don't know where
goes
that is
by.
then,
Roll
so.
another D100. Mert's still not there. Nobody's answering the door.
Well,
Speaking of stalker,
I don't think waiting outside of someone's house when you were told to go there is stalking.
I mean, it's your story.
How long does this last? No. Well, I'm just gonna write a note and put it on the door.
Okay.
It's gonna say, this is Holly, or Vanum, and you weren't home, so I'm leaving this note here. Come to, and I'll list our tavern's name. What is it? Lift Spirits?
Mm-hmm.
Come to Lift Spirits to speak with me. And then I leave. I'll go back to the place. To Lift Spirits. Because,
That's where we hang out.
I just realized we missed a great opportunity. We could have established our bar as a knockoff Yawning Portal and called it the Gaping Hole.
Oh, no.
Just be glad I didn't win the role.
Mm-hmm.
I think would have been vetoed.
The sleepy pie hole.
The sleepy pie hole?
Yawning portal.
None of you have any idea what portal means, apparently.
Oh, God, that's funny. Okay, so... So, where are you going, Holly?
Back to the Lift spirits.
Okay. And Felix is still in the yawning portal. And where's Ogle and Mordekaiser going? Are you guys going back to the yawning portal or back to your manor?
Probably the manor, because we don't know where Holly is.
Okay. So everybody heads back to the manor except
We
for
at least know Ra's over there.
Felix. Yeah. So Felix is back at the yawning portal. All right, Felix, what's going on?
Lost my screen. What is going on? I am
You're just at the bar,
investigating this guy.
drinking your milk and coffee and watching Maloon. So he finishes his breakfast and Bonnie takes his plates and you see some well, he's not there. You see some different sort of like adventurer type people who walk in, and Maloon flags them down and has them sit with him. And so he's got a couple people at his table and he's talking to them, and yeah, he's
Can I stealthily eavesdrop on him?
Sure. Roll a perception check. It's kind of loud in there in the morning, so it's really hard for you to make out exactly what he's saying. But he looks jolly.
Alright. I mean, the thing, they really just told me to observe him for 10 days. I think I'll probably leave it be at that. Maybe in a couple of days I'll approach him and talk to him, but right now I'm just kind of seeing what's going on.
Okay.
Tell bad jokes to Barnum. Banoom.
Where are you going back?
But I'm sitting at the bar still.
Vanoom is Holly.
Oh, fucking.
He's literally
Bartender.
standing in front of you.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a name written above him.
Oh, Durnan.
Durnan. There you go.
Sorry. I thought you could see his name. I could see his name. Okay. So you're just gonna sit there all day?
Well, as long as he's there. Is he going to sit there all day? Because that would get a little awkward.
He's having a good time talking to some people. He's got a captivated audience, so he doesn't look like he's leaving anytime soon.
Okay. Well, I'll just take notes. He came down at such and such a time, talked to some people, seemed, I don't know, tracking normal to his description. I mean, the mission is literally to observe him, so I'm observating.
Okay. Alright, everybody else is back at the manor. Gotta move this over. Okay. So, Ra's still watching the half-orc lay tile,
Yes.
and Ogle.
It's mosaic tile, so he's laying it 1 inch at a time.
It's what tile?
1 inch by 1 inch square tile.
Mosaic.
Oh, right. Okay. All right. Mordekaiser, Holly, and Ogle, you guys all are now at the Lift Spirits.
What a great name this place has.
It's better than the gaping hole.
So I gather the guys around. I'm like, hey, this is what's going on. I tell them what the quest I was given.
Well, I would definitely be happy to help. Just on the way outside of town, I'd like to stop by the guard post and see if I can make contact with this other guy I need to talk to. We might have a necromancer to kill, which I know we really love those.
I actually
And then I'd like to see if we can find. Can we stop by the guy who set up all of our repairs and just ask him about this Gibbs character so I can be not suspicious of him?
Yes. Yes, we can. If it will put your head at ease, yes.
Yeah. So, are you guys leaving the manor?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so you guys walk... Oh, shoot. You... Sorry, it's a pain in the butt. You guys walk out of the manor. And Felix is not there. And you guys all are walking there's like the north entrance into Troll Skull Alley. I'm gonna kind of put you up here. Not in any particular order, just kind of clustered up there. And you're walking down, and you're walking kind of west towards where the main road would be. You walk by the building that has a sign in front of it, and it's just an eye, like a tiger's eye. And then that's on the left, and then on the right you have another building that's called Froon's Brews.
And isn't that the guy who's our contact?
No. He would be your... No, you're looking for Broxley.
Roxley?
Broxley.
Okay.
Broxley. Broxley. Froon's Brews is basically like your competition in the neighborhood. Say again?
So we should set it on fire.
Is that what you're trying to do?
No, that was a joke.
I was like, you did get the rules, right? The city ordinances and stuff. They're a little...
Don't burn shit.
Yeah, no, they're kind of strict about the rules. So you're walking west. On the left side, you see the Tiger Eye. On the right side, you see Friends Brews. As you keep going, you see another sign that says the Bookworm's Treasure. And then you get to sort of the end of Troll Skull Manor, and you happen upon Broxley, who's working at another site, but you notice him.
All right, so I'm going to immediately say, hey, can you give me any information on this half-orc named Gibbs that you've got working at our place today?
And he looks at you and goes, "Oh, yes, yes, of course." And he pulls out this satchel full of different scrolls and stuff. He opens it up and he's sort of sifting through the different scrolls, pulls out a scroll, opens it up and looks at it, and it's like, okay, troll skull, okay, yeah. What did you folks want to name your tavern again?
It's spirits.
Right, okay. And you see him take out a quill and make some scratch marks, like he's like Xing something out, and then lifts spirits. Okay. Yeah, let me see. And he looks down at the parchment and Gibbs. Gibbs is Tile, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, I got him down here on the roll as Tile.
Okay. It's on your head if he messes with our stuff then.
Well, I assure you, he will do a good job, and if he doesn't, we will completely replace whatever he does an unsatisfactory way.
All right, I guess we got work to do, boys, then.
All right, he rolls the scroll back up, puts it back in his satchel, and says, "Well, if that's all, then I'm gonna return back to my supervision of this next project that I'm working on."
I don't have anything else for him.
Okay.
All right, off we go. We're looking for people getting into fights over in the farm area.
Or a guard tower where I can check on this guy I gotta chat with.
Yes, we have to go there.
So it's Ra, Ogle, Mordekaiser, and Holly. Right?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yep.
And you all are going to the field ward?
Yes.
Stopping where Ra needs to go first, and then we will ultimately end up in the field ward to sort of be a community control here.
Alright, so you guys leave Troll Skull Alley, you get out to the high road, and then you head north, and you're heading north towards the north gate to meet up with to find Sir Ambrose Everdon. Is that the mission that you're working on right now?
Yes, I just want to ask them if they can give me a location, a next step, really, while we're kind of out this way.
Okay. All right. So you guys start walking up the high road. You get into this sort of a break in the wall. There's different levels of security throughout the city, and the field ward is somewhat separated by the sea ward and the north ward. And it is the barrier to the outskirts of the city in the north area. So you're walking up, you walk into the field ward, and as you're crossing through this major intersection, you hear a couple of guys with these kind of thug voices, and they're like, "Ah, you think you're a wise guy, huh? Yeah? Well, Xanathar sends his regards." And one brandishes a knife and starts running up towards another guy.
Oh no, a knife! Ah.
It's a butter knife. It's not really that scary.
Ogle yells out, "Stop! What are you doing? What is the meaning of this?
Make an intimidation check.
I, of course, cast guidance on myself. Now, where'd my sheet go? There you are.
That is not the sound I wanted. Ooh. Nice. All right. That's not even with guidance, is it?
Not even with guidance. So it's at a minimum 20.
Okay.
I can roll.
No, it's fine.
Like,
I mean,
roll my
you have the
1d4
guidance, so.
at 22.
All right, so
He pees a little.
God, I just peed my pants. That was so intimidating.
right. You basically disperse the would-be brawlers. One of them looks at you, drops the knife, runs in the other direction. The one guy who had something that he was shoving into his pocket just starts taking off down another alley. And an older lady who was standing, she was kind of a bystander. She wasn't in the middle of it at all. She just was kind of watching everything. No, she said, "Oh, dear. Oh, thank you for keeping the streets safe. Oh, what is your name?"
Ogle Stormhammer.
Ogle Stormhammer. Ah, lovely to have you here. We appreciate your fine service here in the field ward.
She's sporting a Blue Lives Matter flag.
Right. And where could I go to tell of your good deeds?
The halls of justice.
Oh, I was waiting for the backseat of my cart joke.
Oh, fine work. I will let them know at once. And she starts sort of like old lady limp, waddle sort of off in the southern direction.
Sound.
Okay.
I continue we continue wandering around to see if we find anything. Should anything else come up, that is.
In the particular intersection, which is like a 5-street intersection, it's kind of a big area. A lot of street vendors and stuff there. But it's just south of the North Yard by the North Gate. So there are guards in the area. They just didn't happen to be concentrated in the particular intersection that you were in. So that's why people think that they can get away with stuff in this particular area. But they're in view of the guards at the North Gate. However, the guards at the North Gate are more... they're paying attention more to what's happening outside of the gate because that's what they are. They're the city guard, not the city watch. And the city watch doesn't spend a lot of time in the field ward. They spend more of their time down in the more inner areas of the city. So you just happen to be at the right place at the right time to break up that fight.
Cool. Sounds good.
So are you guys continuing to the gate?
Sure. I don't think there's anything else we need. Anybody else have anything they want to do out here?
Not I.
Okay. So you guys walk up to the north gate, and there are big posts on each side of the gate with a couple of guards on each side. And that's what you see.
Seems pretty boring to me.
I'm gonna call out and ask for the sergeant of the guard to come out.
All right, a tall, younger, maybe like 20, 21-year-old redheaded guy comes out. He's fully suited in armor, and he says, "Can I help you?"
I hope so. I'm looking for Sir Ambrose Everdawn. I was given a task to assist him.
He should be back any minute now. He is coming down the high road on horse. Give it a few minutes. He just went to check on some of the Endercliff farms.
Well, then he's probably heard of our good work. We'll wait around.
Okay.
So now we're just waiting.
Yes.
We're just
So-
waiting.
So about 10 minutes goes by, and you see this beautiful white stallion draped with this like golden sort of fleece. Oh God, what's that called on the back of a horse? It's like not a
Tail?
robe. No, it's like the thing that they put over the horse, and then they put the saddle on top of it, but it has like, it's like ornamental. Anyway,
Saddle blanket.
Blanket?
right, it's like a saddle blanket. Okay. So you see this beautiful white stallion with these like embroidered gold saddle blanket and this really nice saddle, and this very prestigious looking human male knight ride up to the north gate, and some of the other guards salute him, and he rides up to the gate, and then he dismounts, and and the guys that had saluted him said, "Oh, Sir Everdawn," and they salute. So you're pretty sure that's him.
Good afternoon, Sir Everdawn. I'm here to help you with your necromancer.
And who are you?
My name was Ra. I've been sent by the Emerald Enclave, I think.
I'm not sure who sent me, but they sent me here.
I'm just hanging out with these guys.
And they sent you for the purpose of assisting me?
Yes, I hear you've got a necromancer issue.
Make a persuasion check.
Oof.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Maybe you can go check with the farmers. And he has his horse by the reins, and he leads it inside of the gate.
All right, well, I guess we're going to go check with the farmers.
To the farmers.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys leave the north gate. Are you headed north or southeast?
To the farmers.
But which road are you taking? Are you taking like the smaller one that goes to a men's farm, or are you taking the bigger Undercliff way?
Are these the same farms that we've already been to?
You guys did visit the ones more east. They're marked on the map. Hello?
Oh, they're the ones
with the scarecrow.
Yeah, I'm checking. I'm looking.
Yeah, you guys were already at the ones that are marked were the scarecrow ones, but you're not going that far. You're just hitting like the first couple farms.
Yeah, I guess let's check out Amon's farm and see what they have to say about it.
Sounds good.
All right, so you guys take the first right and head kind of like a southeast direction. You go down to Almond's farm, and you get there, and there's like a later 20s age female human, and she's like picking berries off of some berry bushes into a big basket, and she's got like two little kids running around playing. They're like chasing a butterfly, and there's like a little puppy there, and one of them's playing with the puppy and trying to feed it like sticks and stuff. And that's what you see when you walk up.
Hello there. Have you all been having any problems on the farm?
Oh, hello. No, can't say that we have. We've heard some neighbors have had some issues, but I think we're close enough to town that the city guard and the cavalry is pretty good about keeping things under control up here.
Yeah, which neighbors?
Oh, well, the ones that were having those scarecrow problems earlier.
And they're still having more problems?
No, I think someone came out and took care of it, actually. Some heroes.
Okay. Well, I'm looking for this place called the City of the Dead. Can you point me towards there?
I believe that's a cemetery in town.
And have you heard anything weird about it?
No, can't say I have, but I don't keep up with the city folk much. We just provide them a lot of their food. We specialize in berries and fruit trees, plums and apples, things like that.
All right. Well, I look to the guys and I'd say, y'all wouldn't happen to be hungry, would you?
I'm always hungry.
Well, let's sample her wares.
Let's eat.
And make sure you're very descriptive about this food, remember.
Yeah, so she has blueberries and strawberries. Rows and rows of them, actually. And quite a few rows of plum trees and apple trees. And she goes and gets you a big basket each and tells you that it's 5 silver. Fill your basket with all you can eat.
5 silver it is.
Yeah, 5 silver
I
each.
get 40 pounds of strawberries.
Okay. So you guys are going to be shitting your brains out.
I didn't say I'm eating them all at once. I just said I'm going to have 40 pounds of strawberries.
But you can spend as much time as you want in the fields and gathering, but it's 5 silver per basketful. And it's all very fresh and ripe and delicious, juicy fruit.
I'm going to ask her where does she usually sell her fruit, and is she interested in providing it to our tavern?
I definitely do sell my fruit to the Grocer Guild, and I think they provide it to all of the inns and taverns then. You're probably already on the rolls for that.
Well, it was very nice to meet one of our farm-to-table providers.
Well, it's my life. I love what I do. I get sunshine and fresh air. And I don't have to worry about the bureaucracy of the city. They just come and gather it once a week and take it to y'all.
Well, we appreciate it.
All right. Well, because of my little feature thing, and since I've seen a map before, I should know where the City of the Dead is if it's the city cemetery.
Yes. It is actually north of the Yawning Portal, like northeast of the Yawning Portal, but southeast of the market.
All right. Well, I'm going to suggest to the guys that we go check it out and just see if we see anything suspicious there, because the quest did mention that's where stuff was getting stolen from.
Yeah. So if you scroll out on your map, I'll ping it. I'll ping the particular area that looks a little bit different than all the other areas. And it's this area right here.
Yeah, I saw it on the map. I was just trying not to
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if they were all named on your maps or not.
It was helpful for me. Thank you.
Yep. All right, so we're going to head that way and just see what we can find. Go kick in some tombstones.
Okay.
Do we need a shovel?
Well, I think the people we're looking for should have gotten themselves out of bed, so to speak, so...
Okay, fair enough.
It's basically a graveyard, so all you need is a shovel and a box of condoms, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a totally normal comment to make.
Okay, so you guys go back into town. You head down the high road. Not really the high road. But you head down the high road. And you go through the North Ward where your manor is. You pass the market, and on the west side is the Castle Ward. You come to Selduth Street, which is where you'd cross over into... Actually, yeah, right below that is where you'd cross into the City of the Dead. You happen to, once you leave the high road and get to Selduth Street, you happen to run into Sir Ambrose Everdon again. He's making his way towards the City of the Dead as well.
What a
I make a loud noise, like a scoff, like, ugh, because he wouldn't pay me any attention earlier, so we're just going to do this whole thing without him.
yeah.
He looks at you guys. He noticed you because you made that loud noise. He says, What are you folks doing here?
We are taking care of that necromancer you're pretending not to know anything about.
Yeah, dickhead.
And he looks at you very cautiously. Like he's not really sure or convinced that you're not up to no good. Like he looks at you like he's very weary of you.
That's because he's dumb. Clearly, I know this guy.
I can tell by your look you don't trust us. Well, you're more than welcome to come watch if you'd like to see how professionals do it.
Ogle Snickers.
Do you even know what you're up against?
This isn't the first necromancer we've killed.
What was the other one?
Didn't we kill one back in Phandelin?
We did, because
Yeah.
I threw him down the well.
Right.
Yeah. Right. So this is number 2. We're professionals.
And he says, well, have at it then. And he walks down to the Coffin March Street and into like the entrance. There's a couple different entrances, but that particular entrance of the City of the Dead. And he walks in and immediately turns south. And he basically just walking in the southern part of the City of the Dead.
Alright, we're going to follow him because obviously he kind of knows what's up, so we're going to see where he's checking out.
Okay. So he is walking, just kind of like he left his horse at the gate in front of the City of the Dead, and he's just kind of like walking around. It's not really ruins, but it's kind of like a very, very old cemetery. It's not your traditional just plots with headstones. There's all different sorts of like, oh god, what are those big building, the mausoleums and stuff like that all over the place. And so he's just kind of like wandering through them, but he's stepping very cautiously and very quietly. And it's a little unusual that there would be a mist during the day, but there's a very, very, very faint mist low to the ground, even though it's probably 11 a.m. Like it hasn't completely burned off.
I'm sorry, wait, what was that? I just spaced out for a second.
He's walking around very cautiously, and there's a mist hanging about that hasn't completely burned off.
Yeah.
Ogle, are you able to sense the presence of undead?
I don't think so.
Alright, I guess we should all start looking around.
Okay. Make a perception check, everybody.
Alright, I'm casting guidance on myself. Got a 17.
Holly? Mordecai?
Yep.
Working on it.
All right, Ogle and Holly, you guys get this weird sense. And Holly, you've dealt with a lot of strange creatures in the past, so you're just like kind of sensitive to that. Ogle, because of your spiritual background, it makes you a little extra sensitive to the fact that you feel presence of something that is not of your world. Like,
I bet it's the egg sandwich.
not quite alive, but not quite dead. It's not the dead that you would expect to be in a cemetery, which is actually dead. But they're in this area, you definitely sense like a very faint. I wouldn't necessarily call it undead.
Do I know exactly where the sound or the feeling? Is it like a directional thing,
Nope.
or is it just a general sense?
Not right
Well,
now. Nope.
I'll just let the party know that
It's just sort of like an overall
my spider
vibe.
sense is tingling.
Yeah.
Mine is 2.
And
Well,
with
it's good to know that I'm not alone in that.
With
Maybe we should
that-
proceed with caution.
we are going to take our mid whatever break for 15 minutes. Because I gotta pee. Again. So, we'll say be back at, I have 10:13 right now.
Find out where his room is, or follow him and find out where he goes.
Alright, so you are just stalking Maloon War Dragon.
Yes, but I want to find out where his room is my primary objective, and my secondary objective is to figure out where else he goes besides here.
Alright, I'm gonna have what do you call that when you go back in time?
Retcon?
Yeah, I'm gonna retcon this situation.
Mordekaiser is making eggs 6 minutes ago.
Okay. When you originally came in and talked to Durnan, instead of giving you that weird shit spiel about him talking about Maloon talking to his axe, instead he tells you that like a few months ago Maloon went out and accompanied this sort of fledgling band of adventurers. I think they were going to the Undermountain. Anyway, they were out there for a while, and when he came back, something was different about him. Something was off. Like, he still seemed like his, optimistic, upbeat self, but just something a little different about the kid.
So I am now not aware of him talking to a weird axe.
Yeah, he doesn't talk to it right now. Or he hasn't, nobody knows anything about that, yeah.
Okay.
But he left, and then he came back, and he was different.
Okay. So I think my plan is still the same. Like, I want to find his room, see if there's anything crazy going on in there, or see if he goes anywhere that is suspicious. So if he leaves either out the front door or back upstairs, pass out a trace, follow him, figure out what his room is, My intent is to kind of like wait for him to leave and then break in and see if he has anything suspicious going on in there, or find out where he's going and if there's anyone suspicious that he's talking to.
All right, make an insight check. Right now, he's just talking to some adventurers. You can make an inside check for the adventurers, I guess. Nice. All right. From what you can gather from the gestures of Maloon and the facial expression and posture of the adventurers around him, it seems like he is engaging these adventurers and bonding with them, and he acts as though he's like trying to be helpful, and they seem to really be like they seem to be up for his suggestions, and he seems very eager to, I guess, fight alongside of them for whatever cause they seem to be discussing.
Like, overly persuaded? Like, abnormally prone to his influence?
Because you got a 25 or a natural 20 insight, I'm going to say that you can tell that it's not anything like supernatural, but man, is he charismatic, and man, is he eager to fight alongside of them, and they seem to be really just like patriotic. Almost like watching people talk about their football team.
So everybody's really pumped.
Yeah.
Can I identify what cause he is inspiring people towards?
Well, you didn't hear it earlier. You tried to overhear it, but you didn't hear it.
Got it. Okay.
I mean, he doesn't seem intimidating as far as, like, being able to walk up to him.
Alright, well, give me a second. I'm gonna go use the restroom. I'm gonna cast Disguise Self on myself and make myself look like a human adventurer.
Okay. So you're in the bathroom and you look like a human adventurer.
Okay. I'm gonna go back out there and just sort of wander up the table and be like, well, Matt, is the seat taken?
No, my friend, have a seat, have a seat. Happy to have you join.
Thank you very much.
And where are you from?
Oh, I'm from around here.
Oh, water.
and hang out.
What ward?
I need a map of Waterdeep. I don't know. One of the. I'm from the.
From the not suspicious ward.
Right? The map's gone, so I don't know. Not the castle ward. The
Northern.
slums. Yeah, I'm from the slum ward.
Northern. You're from the
I'm
northern.
from the northern ward. I've just been kind of trying to make my way, venture here and there, and do odd jobs. What are you guys up to?
You see this halfling girl at the table, and she's like, "Oh, hello, my name's Sally. I was actually headed out to Undermountain, but Maloon here says not to go there. He says there's plenty other things to do around here."
Really? Like what?
Oh, well, there's a terrible group called the Xanathar, and he thinks that... Oh, wait. Sorry. The Zentarum. And he thinks we should get rid of the Zentarum. Wrong ones. Sorry.
What did they do? Or what's their gig?
Who are you talking to?
Sort of like looking at her, but kind of watching him.
What do you look like? A human adventurer?
Right.
Make a deception check. Oof.
I mean, I did cast a spell.
Not gonna be hard. What? Oh, I guess with advantage. So you get a second roll.
And again,
What?
I'm not pushing this issue too far. I'm supposed to be observing, so I'm not like going over the top with this.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, that was a really good roll. All right, you. What was it that you just said? Sorry.
Like what sort of things are going on? Other adventures that are going on? So there's plenty of things going on around here that we could be taken care of instead. And I said, like what?
Oh, they said the Zentarum, and you.
Right.
Okay, that's when I had you roll the deception check. Alright, so they think that you're just like a well-meaning adventurer. And Maloon says, well, the Zentarum, they're, I think, the enemy number one of Waterdeep, and any self-respecting Waterdavian would want to oppose them. They're creating chaos in the streets, and we should probably do what we can to drive them out.
Now, out of character, is this track with the general sort of spirit of the city?
Well, you guys did find Rainier Neverember in the Zentarum, like
Underground stronghold.
yeah, like one of their hideouts kind of thing. When you had the birds there, those weird bird people.
Right. So the Zentarum is kind of viewed as like the KKK in the 60s.
No, they're not.
I'm not tracking then.
I don't remember what I've told you guys about the Zentarum.
I don't think you've told us anything about the Zentarum. I've got stuff for Xanathar. They're winged snakes and they hang out in the sewers.
Yeah. Xanathar or Zentarum?
Zentarum. Or the
Okay.
Zent.
Oh, Felix has to take the dog out because she is at the door scratching the door.
At least he tells you when he needs to go out.
Yeah, she's pretty good about that. And if we ignore her, then she just poops on the ground. Nobody wants that.
Definitely not.
How's that egg sandwich?
It is gone, and it was good. I didn't have bacon though, unfortunately.
Gonna need like 2 minutes just so that he can let the pup do her deed. Okay, so what you know about the Zentarum was they were part of the Black Network. Or actually, my bad. The Black Network was part of the Zentarum. Their symbol was the flying snake, and the Zentarum were the thugs that captured Rainier Neverember and Floon. And they are enemies with the Xanathar Guild. So, you know that they are enemies with the Xanathar Guild, that they are sort of like a underground network. You're not sure if they're good or bad, or they don't seem terribly good because they do employ thugs. And they employ lots of different types of...
So we got the Xanathar versus the Zentarum? Is that right?
Yeah, and Zentarum is Zhentarim. Zentarum.
Okay,
Also
so Xanathar
by-
versus Zentarum, and dude here, Maloon, is volleying for the Xanathar side?
He's not volleying for anything. He's volleying against the Zentarum.
Gotcha. And I kind of play along, and I'm like, yeah, the Centarum, man, they gotta go.
They're also known as the Zents. Just for short. In like conversation, like more casual conversation, Zhents, Zents.
Yeah, so I just keep sort of playing into his spiel.
Okay.
But I mean, that tracks pretty much with like what is typical for the Grey Hands. Like, he's not saying that anything that would be out of character for a member of the Grey Hands.
The Grey Hands, don't get into the... Okay, so the Zentarum and the Xanathar, from what you guys have gathered in your couple of days here and talking to people and kind of getting the gist of it, they're like the two different mafia factions, if you will. They're very much underground. The Grey Hands work more for the elite, noble city people to keep the order in, and they do take care of those sort of special operations. There's spec ops for sure, and so they do deal with the Zentarum and the Xanathar when they have to. That's what, but they're not, the Grey Hands aren't
On one side or the other.
I mean, they're not completely neutral either.
No, they're both bad. It's like the police and the mafia.
No. No, the police would be like the city watch.
Or more like Batman and the mafia.
Yeah, they're more like Batman.
Okay.
They don't always play
But
by
nothing he's saying is off track with what would be normal propaganda for the Grey Hands.
It is a little.
Because he's against the Zents a little more in the Xanathar in this situation.
Well, he didn't say anything about Xanathar.
Right, but he's
Because he's actively against the Zens, which is not something that the Grey Hands would be open about.
okay. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm just trying to flesh out that sort of nuance.
Right. They wouldn't openly be against anything like that.
Okay. So I'll maybe make like a suggestion that maybe so do you think we could possibly use the Xanathar against the Zents? To like really flesh this out like he's off track from what should be tracking.
Wait, say that again?
Do you think there's a possibility that we could use Xanathar to take out the Zents? And I'm doing that to just sort of flesh out his leaning one way or the other, that trying to address the abnormality.
Make another deception check. He looks at you and says, Xanathar? Who said anything about Xanathar?
I was just trying to figure out the best way to take out the Zens. They seem to be their mortal enemy.
Xanathar doesn't even exist. It's like a figment of people's imagination.
Really, you think so?
Yeah, has anybody ever seen him?
Just out of character, has anyone ever seen him?
Do you
Like-
remember if anybody's ever seen him?
Wasn't that the assholes that we started this whole thing with?
Nobody that you know has ever seen him or talked about seeing him.
Yeah, well, you're probably right. I was just trying to figure out the best way to get rid of the Zens.
Right. So he gets up and says, I'm gonna get a drink. And he walks over to the bar. And then he kind of like makes a beeline and goes up to the hallway that leads to the stairs up to where the inn rooms are.
And I'm gonna do my thing. Pass without a trace and follow him.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
Plus 10, so 33.
Oh. Alright. So you very stealthily follow him up the stairs. He goes down a hall. He pulls a key out of his pocket and goes to unlock the room, the in-room door. He walks in to his in-room and closes the door behind him.
I'm just gonna take a note of which room is his. And I guess I can head back to the inn. Or actually, I'll stay downstairs and see if you leave.
Okay.
I'll eat fried pickles and Diet Coke.
Alrighty then.
True North Carolina style.
Right. Okay. So everybody else is at the
Grave place.
Yep. City of the Dead. Holly, Mordekaiser, and Raw, you guys here?
Yes.
I know that
Yep.
took a bit. Holly?
Yes.
Okay. Making sure you're here. Sorry, I'm just moving the map around because I... Dang it. Where did it go? Oh, come on, man. Oh, there it is. Alright, so you guys walk into the City of the Dead. And
Yes, and we noticed that like strange, or two of us noticed the strange sensations. Our guard is up.
Yes. Sorry, I need to change the music. It's definitely not fitting. There we go. So you guys walk in, and was it Raw and Holly? No.
Holly and Opal.
Oh my god, sorry. It's not the music I wanted. There we go. Okay, so you guys, your spidey senses are tingling. You know something is here, but you're not quite sure what's going on. So you guys are just kind of walking around. And how long are you planning on staying in this area?
I guess we should do investigations and see what we find. What time is it right now?
It's probably like 3 in the afternoon.
Okay, well, I'm gonna look around and find nothing.
So you realize you're in a cemetery.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask the guys to help me look around.
And of course, we help.
Like, are you assisting or are you? Like,
Oh no, I meant
yourself?
like they need to go do their own roles because mine suck.
Okay.
Mine's not gonna be good. But you know what I'm doing?
Guidance.
Guidance.
Yeah. Oof.
Oh yeah, I'm a -2 on that bad boy. So 10. Hey, there's our smart little gnome.
Right. Holly?
Yeah, I'm trying to get my sheet open.
If we don't find anything, I have a backup plan, guys.
Oh. All right. Well, I think Holly rolled earlier for perception on this whole situation as well.
I got an 18.
Mm-hmm. So Holly gets a natural 20 for this one. And Holly, you realize that in this sort of situation, because you're a little bit familiar with like necromancy in the past and what you've seen and come against, you know that you're not going to find anything while the sun is still shining.
All right.
So
Well,
you
what
just
time
know
is it?
that. You didn't.
Looking at the sun. Or I guess.
I said 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay. Well, I tell the party that we should wait a while, as corpses don't rise when the sun is high.
But we're also looking for a necromancer.
Necromancer's probably not going to show himself or herself while while they can be spotted easily. Generally, those unscrupulous types come out in the night. So perhaps we should wait until then, unless you want to go ahead anyways.
What we could do is build a camouflage
I think it makes sense to wait. I'll wait with you.
Do a stakeout.
stakeout, but let's make like a camouflage little like lean-to,
Like a blind?
like a blind.
Okay, where do you guys want to make that at?
So we're standing at the entrance, right? So theoretically, we'll come out of there. Let's do it between these two trees that are up to our north.
Go ahead and draw whatever you're creating.
Wow, that's asking a lot from me. Okay, hang on, let me figure this out.
Ogle.
I got it.
Grab your crayons.
Right. So what are you doing? A little triangle thing?
Yeah, just a little spot where we can hide, where we can see, but we can't be seen. So so we'll just take like kind of
That.
a little. Yeah.
And
Just
we're
a
just
little
hiding behind it.
Make
Yeah,
it a
we-
little bit bigger so that the 4 of you can fit in it.
How do I undo what I just did?
You mean that yellow line?
Go to your pointer arrow, click on it, and then delete it. Holly will be right back.
Okay. Can you guys put yourselves in that area, or do you need me to put you up
Sure.
there?
I think I deleted myself.
Okay, I will add you back. Hang on. Okay, there you go. You should be able to move yourself. There you go. Holly, you going up there? Oh, Holly left?
Holly stepped out, yeah.
Oh, I'm not looking at Discord. Okay, I'll put Holly up there. He just ran down the street. Well, drove down the street. Pick up my nephew. Okay. So, you guys are going to wait until the nighttime?
Sure.
What do we have any supplies with us? Anything like fun?
I don't know, do you?
I'm asking Ogle. Let me pull up our thing.
I thought I had a little like gamer's pack, but I don't.
You guys have a couple of hours to like figure out what you want to do, if you have any kind of a plan, what kind of stuff you've got on you.
We still got a bunch of rope, right?
Yeah. I think everybody in the party has rope.
You didn't know that kind of party, did you?
Bondage party.
I'm gonna come put some leaves on the ground, and I'm gonna put a little circle of rope and attach a line to it, so that if anyone steps in it, I can pull it to try to catch their legs.
Okay.
And then other than that, I think we're just gonna break out our fruits that we foraged earlier and have a little picnic in the cemetery. Talk about our feelings. Talk about food.
Okay, talk about food and feelings.
And I'm actually gonna take a nap while there's still daylight, so that I'm well rested. Well, not like well rested in games terms, but like
You can do a short rest.
short rest. Even though I don't really need it, but just for the sake of, I know we're gonna be staying up late, so real me would get sleepy. So
Hang on, somebody's knocking at our front door. Give me 1 second. Oh. I didn't order that.
She got some pizza for free.
No.
No.
Our nephew.
Your nephew.
this is how a scary movie starts. by the
Right.
way.
Right.
I mean,
Middle of nowhere.
Having a picnic in a cemetery?
right. Except there's like 4 adults and a dog and a couple of firearms. So
And me.
you're one of the 4 adults.
Hmm.
He's not allowed to have firearms, so
Hello.
he has a crossbow.
It's just the pizza guy.
Yeah. We got that. I thought you left to go pick up Jacob.
No, I was going to the bathroom.
Oh, very well. So as you can see on the map, you guys are all camped out at the top. You're eating your fruit that they gathered earlier in the day, and you're talking about your feelings or something?
Yeah, we're just having a boys' picnic.
Yeah, but you were like going through your bags or going through all of your stuff to see if there was anything good in case you wanted to formulate a plan.
Yeah, and then we realized we don't really do well with plans, so I just put some rope out.
Oh, okay.
I actually would like to tell the group I have an idea.
Mind blowing.
I'm just saying we've got a bar that's slightly haunted, and this necromancer could become staff. So, like, let's catch him and talk to him, and then decide if we're going to kill him.
I'm not there, so that should track.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Holly's all about not killing people, so
I'm also all about not having undead exist.
Oh yeah, that's your nemesis. Not nemesis, but like that's your one thing that you don't like or something.
Well, it's one of the many things I don't like.
So how do you feel about Liv?
He's not an evil undead, so I don't mind him.
How do you feel about cotton candy?
How do you know that the necromancer's evil? We don't know that he's hurt anybody.
Pretty sure the authorities wouldn't be mad at him if he didn't hurt people.
Well, I just happen to know that sometimes the authorities don't have the best judgment on who they think are bad people.
Not always, but most of the time. That's why they're the authorities.
That's why there's riots.
There's no riots in Waterdeep.
Guard lives matter.
All right, so you guys are sitting there, and trotting by is Sir Ambrose, and you guys are hidden somewhat, so he doesn't see you, but you see him as he's just kind of like gallantly walking with. I didn't mean trotting earlier because I forgot that he's not on his horse, but he is walking around in his armor with his weapon brandished. Brandished, is that a word?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Looking like he's not afraid of anything. And he walks by you guys. Let me do a little thing for him. I'm gonna see if he... Is perception intelligence? Yeah. No, wisdom. I'm gonna do a little check. Now he does not see you guys. Okay. So he walks by, doesn't see you guys. But you see him walk by. Couple more. Oh, did you want to add something?
Nope. I was just to say we let him stroll his arrogant ass on by.
Okay. A couple more hours go by. It gets later in the day. It's probably like 6 or 7 p.m. The sun is starting to go down, but it's not quite sunset. And you see Sir Ambrose make another round kind of by you guys, or by that gate. into the particular section of the cemetery that you're in. Again, he doesn't see you, but you see him. And again, he looks like he's not afraid of anything, and he's just looking for anything that seems to be causing trouble, but he's clearly not found anything yet. And then nightfall comes. It's like 8 p.m. The sun is setting. Everybody make a perception check. Just a general perception check. All right. Ogle,
20 for me.
you can't guide yourself on a general perception check. But it's fine.
Why not? It's a skill.
You're not really anticipating it.
Well, I got a natural 20, so I can see the
Yes.
future right now.
Yes, you can. Okay, but either way, Ogle and Raw. Ogle, your spidey senses start tingling because you have the faith of, gonna say it wrong, Moradin?
Moradin?
Okay. And Raw, you, being somewhat nature-based, can almost, like, smell the...
Rot.
Yeah, the undead decay of something unnatural, like unnaturally decaying. And that's your specific sense in the perception that is aroused. Whereas Ogle's is more of like this like inner spiritual discontent that he feels. And you guys can tell that individually you can tell something is different and off in the area.
All right, I'm gonna just keep watching. I'm gonna ready in action that if anything walks into my rope, I'm gonna tug on it and try to trap it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast, what's that thing called? Sacred Flame on him.
Okay, Ogle and Raw, roll a D100. Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt, not Sacred Flame. My bad.
All right, all of a sudden you hear these low guttural, like growling sounds and screeching sounds like and Raw, you have a really good perspective, sort of. Not the passive perception necessarily, but just your angle of, like, sight. You can see a skeleton. And everybody needs to roll initiative.
Roll initiative.
Not Felix. You're not here.
I run over there really quick.
No.
You don't even know where we are.
Mm-hmm. Jiminy Christmas. Did everybody roll?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, wrong way. Descending. Alrighty then. Mm-hmm. Oh, Lord.
Oh, the music.
It's weird. I can't even hear them.
Can't? There. I turned it up. Is it loud?
No, it's probably not your end.
Oh, okay. Alright, so this skeleton gets to go first. They can kind of see. Well,
We're hidden.
alright, this one is going to walk right into the trap. They're not very smart.
So I had ready the actions. I should get a free pull.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just I pull it and I try to trick him.
Okay. I'm gonna turn the music down so I can hear you better. Okay. Alright. So make I was gonna say make a strength save. Good. 23, good. So you pull and I'm gonna say he's like half restrained because it's just his feet and he is prone. So that is your reaction to him being in that because you had that action ready. And then it is now this guy's turn and he is going to walk here.
Alright, and with him walking in, I'm gonna hit him with Guiding Bolt because I'd ready that action.
Okay.
A 22.
22 hits.
And he takes 8 radiant.
All
And
right.
the next attack on the turn, the next attack roll made against that target before the end of my next turn has advantage.
Okay. Got it. All right, Holly, it's your turn.
I'm gonna cast Silent Image, and the image of a young woman over here. She's gonna run away in terror.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Right here, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where did she come from? I didn't see her.
But she didn't make any noise?
Nope. She'll do that next turn.
Ogle's confused. He's like, where did she come from?
Okay. Alright, that's your turn, Holly. Ra, your turn.
Alright, I'm going to first attack the one that's. I'm going to rage and attack the one that's prone, so I get advantage on him.
Okay.
Just making sure I'm using the right one.
This one right here.
And there should be radiant damage too. Hang on.
Because of your sword?
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't do it. Okay, so 16 total damage with a 14 hit.
Yes.
Yes.
He is dead.
He is dead. Now I'm going to attack the second one. The opal hit, and I get advantage because of the guiding bolt.
Yes, sir.
Alright. If 23 hits, I did 13 damage.
Yes, 23 hits, and he is also dead.
That, no, I'm going to go ahead and use the rest of my movement and just get close to the next one. And that ends my turn.
Alright. And it is this guy's turn right here. And he is going to try to attack you with a melee weapon attack. He has a short sword. And he hits you with a 6, which
No dice.
Alright. So it is now this guy's turn. And he is going to come right up to you. And also try to hit you with the short sword. With a 19. It's a 19 hit.
It hits.
Okay, he does 7 points of piercing damage. That ends.
-4.
Okay, yeah, because you're raging. And then this guy goes right here and hits you, or attempts to hit you, with a 21.
That hits.
He does 7 points of piercing damage, reduced to 4. And then it is this guy's turn. He's just going to move right to here. And he is going to attempt to use his ranged weapon attack using the short bow against you. 15, does that hit?
Nope.
Alright, so he misses. It is now Ogle's turn.
Ogle's gonna come up. He's gonna go stand right there, and he's gonna attack this one. And as he's walking up, he's going to pull out Lightbringer and tell it to come to life.
Is that
Do
a
I get
free
advantage
action
with-
or is that a bonus action?
It's, whatever you want it to be.
But does it say it on the specs?
Nope,
We'll call it a bonus action.
that's fine.
Okay.
I do not get advantage, correct? With him raging? That was something else, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the old loadout. This one,
Okay.
no advantage.
Alright, cool. Could have used that advantage, and I missed it.
Okay.
Nice do.
Yeah.
I do nothing else.
But Lightbringer is still flame.
It is.
Okay. Alright, Mordekaiser, your turn.
Alright, I was gonna shoot the guy, this guy up here, the fireball.
Okay. (18 hits, and you do 9 points of damage.
I'm good. I'm gonna hang back here.
Okay, Holly, you're up.
Well, I guess my image isn't much of help here.
No, it's produce flame, not fireball. In case that was relevant.
Oh, wait, produce flame is different because you have... Do you get to produce the flame and throw it in the same turn?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, produce flame's just a lot less powerful than fireball.
Right.
So if you were actually trying to cast fireball, that's a different spell.
It's a wizard spell, isn't it?
Yes.
I don't have it. That's why I use this.
Okay.
Okay.
That still
I'm just tracking. I'm just like the.
Casting Bane on the 3 around those two.
Which 3? Oh,
The top 3.
okay. So, we'll say Bane. Bane.
They have to make a save.
Oh, right. What is the charisma? Alright, so this one. No, they don't have great charisma. He does not save. 14, does that save?
Yeah.
Okay, so the bottom left one saves. So he is not baned. And then 15, the top one just saves as well. So the only one that doesn't save is that one right there. Which means that it has to roll a d4 and subtract that number from attack rolls and saving throws. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that your action?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Alright, Ra, you're up.
I'm gonna hit this one down here. Just 12 hit.
12 does not hit.
Alright, I'm gonna try him with our second attack.
Okay. $23 hits. And
9 damage.
okay. Nice. Alright, does that end your turn?
That ends my turn.
Alright, so it is now this skeleton's turn, and he is going to attempt to hit you again, Ra. For a 12.
Does not hit.
Alright, the one at the top is going to attempt to hit you. For an 18.
Does not hit.
Does not hit? Okay. This one is also going to attempt to hit you, but I have to minus... Was it D6 from whatever he rolled? No. Yeah, a D4. Okay. Which would have made it like at least a 12, or at most a 12, which I know doesn't hit, so that's his turn. And now it's the guy at the bottom here. He's gonna make another ranged attack on you. And it does not hit for a 10. So now it is Ogle's turn again.
Hey. Going to attack this one again.
Okay.
$18.
18 hits.
9 damage. 4 of that is radiant.
Alright, so that guy is dead.
Yeah. Going to move down to here, so I don't get an attack of opportunity, but it gets me down there.
Right.
And that is my turn.
Alright, Mordekaiser, you're up.
Hold on. Do the same thing. You guys still don't need you don't need heals at all, so.
This is the only one in range of you, unless Produce Flame goes farther than 30 feet. Also, is Produce Flame is like a touched thing? Like, do you have to be touching?
No,
It can
you
be melee
throw
or
it-
ranged.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
you can throw it up to 60 feet.
Okay.
I can throw it 30 feet.
Okay, this is 30 feet, so that works. So you...
That's the one.
That's the one. Okay. And you kill him.
Oh! I'm gonna still hang out back here.
Okay. And Holly, you're up.
I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast at the one below Ogle.
Okay. This one down here. 10 does not hit.
Okay.
Ra, you're up.
I'm gonna use my reckless attack at this one right next to me.
Okay. Ooh, nice. Alright,
All right.
you just pulverize that one. Like, bones are flying everywhere.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna attack this one down here.
14 hits. And you do 11 damage. Does that end your turn?
That ends my turn.
Alright, it is now that skeleton's turn, and he is going to attempt to short sword melee attack you.
He gets advantage.
Well, his advantage was trash. So 13.
Does not hit.
so that ends his turn. And is now Ogle's turn.
I'm gonna step down. And has he been hurt at all yet?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll just hit him with light. Ooh, a natural
Nice.
20. I pretty much obliterated him.
Yes.
Nice.
You bring down your mace on top of him, and just this glowing yellow beam just pulverizes him into like a glowing ash that just disperses all over the place. And he is completely dead.
Nice.
And that ends your
Oh, yes, that ends my turn.
battle, actually.
Cool. Even better.
I open my mouth to receive the experience.
Investigate.
I find nothing.
You find bones.
I don't even know we're in a cemetery.
You forgot where you were. So there were 6 of them. Unfortunately, they're only 50 XP each, so that's 300 XP split between the 4 of you.
Alright, we're at 8339. Sucks to be the cat.
Yeah. Cat's not here.
Sorry, what was the amount? I totally missed the number.
8339.
No, I know, but different experience. What's my part of the split?
Of 75.
Thank you. Hey, Pez, do you know how long the animate dead spell works for?
Animate dead.
Oh, for 24 hours. Can I cast animate dead on one of these piles of bones?
Can you link that spell?
I
Yeah,
think
it
that's
there
a
we go.
spell he gets for being the spore druid.
Hmm.
You casting that?
Yeah, I want a pet skeleton.
Well, I'd say stop. Well, actually, I don't. Do I recognize that spell? Well, I feel like I'd be able to understand what it does, even if I don't know the specifics of the spell. So, as I see Mordekaiser trying to animate an undead, I yell at him to say, "Stop it! Don't touch the dead. Have you no respect for the natural order?"
Dude, he's been dead for a while. It's only 24 hours. He should be thanking me.
Aren't you supposed to be a druid?
I'm a necrotic druid. I am one with the mushrooms, especially the psychedelic variety.
Well, I just shake my head and walk off. I'll let you all handle this.
So you leave the cemetery?
Yeah.
Okay. So Holly is leaving the cemetery. Okay. So, oh shoot, I should have put a skeleton back in there for him to control. Sorry, my bad.
We should still. Everyone should look around and see if we see signs of the necromancer, or can he talk?
He's right in front of you.
Good point.
I mean, it's not wrong. Can we talk to this? Can he ask the skeleton he just made who had raised him before?
No, he
You
can.
need to speak with Dead.
Yeah, he can. He can take the bones, raise them up into a skeleton, and then he can mentally command the creature, but he can't like have a conversation or there's no
can he
mind
command-
read or anything like that.
Can he command the skeleton to go back to the first person that raised it, to just walk towards the first person that raised it?
He can try.
Loophole.
He can try.
Skeleton, go to your last master.
The skeleton just walks a circle around Mordekaiser.
Ah, ring around the rosy. Was not expecting that.
Skeleton stats are not high intelligence.
I don't know. Can I try investigating again?
Yeah, sure.
I help.
Alright, there we go.
We're
What is
both
this?
looking around.
What is the thing in the middle left?
Like a mausoleum.
You guys want to try to go in?
Yeah.
All right. Well, who's strong? I probably can't open the door.
Raw. He can rip down towers. What's over here?
That was
that
the
the
entrance. Yeah, that's where you
Okay.
guys came in.
Yes, that was me trying to bust into this mausoleum.
What's this? You didn't just bust in, dude. You shattered the whole thing.
Like another mausoleum type building, but it's
Okay.
one of those, like, a bigger building that you go in, and then inside is like the different. I don't. What's the word? It's not mortuary. It's.
They're people lockers.
Yeah, they're like ashes lockers.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay, so Rob basically like pushes in this big stone wall, and behind it is a bunch of shelves that have urns on them. And that's all you see is just a couple shelves with some urns. And the urns are all made of metal with like inscriptions and stuff on them. Dearly beloved husband and father. Stuff like that.
You guys interested in an ash tasting party?
No. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I think
I'll be right
that
back.
resolves it. But I'm gonna grab some of the other bones that Mordekaiser didn't raise, and I'm gonna take them back to the guard tower to show as proof of our accomplishments.
I feel like me bringing the dead guy should qualify for sure.
Well, then I might as well just say, "Here's the necromancer."
Good call. Let's not do that.
However, I don't know what you intend to do with him, but he would make a really good co-bartender.
I only get 24 hours with him, but we could just keep reanimating him every night and be like, we'll pay it tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
There's a trick where you can like just auto spend the spell slot on keeping your undead, I think. Maybe we can get Liff in his body, and then we can have some
Transfusion.
like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Monster melt.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I think we're heading back to the tavern now. Either way, and we'll talk to the guards in the morning.
All right, so you guys are leaving the cemetery?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. And you wanted to head back to your manor?
I don't think we have anything else going on right now, do we?
No, it is definitely nighttime.
Yeah, I think it's time to go home and turn in quests tomorrow / figure out our next step. I know Kitty Cat's got some stalking to do, and Holly has some stalking to do.
All right. So you guys head back up to the Troll Skull Alley Manor with your undead. Are you just walking through the streets at night with this skeleton along with you?
I am nowhere near him.
Right, you left because you didn't want to eat ashes. Holly left because she didn't like the whole animated dead thing.
I caught up to Holly and we walked back together.
Okay.
I waddled my dwarven way back to.
So Raw is with Mordekaiser, and do you have your skeleton dude with you?
He's giving me a piggyback ride. You think I'm walking by myself?
So Mordekaiser is piggybacking a skeleton walking through the streets of Waterdeep.
I look like a backpack. Don't worry about it.
A backpack on a skeleton.
Yeah, it's a hobo skeleton. Hasn't eaten in a while. Starving.
I'm gonna have to check the ordinance on that.
Well, we're going to look out for the cops.
Is necromancy against the rules?
I think so.
Yes, necromancy is incredibly illegal in most civilized
Yeah.
countries. It's because it's unholy.
So I think that would fall under tomb robbing. At least that's what the city watch would think too, if they caught you.
But here's the thing. This is a recycled zombie. We are actually participating in green necromancy.
I think I would call this upcycling.
All right. Raw and Mordekaiser, roll a stealth check.
Oh, shit.
So, Raw, you know, like, the back alleys and everything of the street because you're a natural wanderer. So you kind of know the nooks and crannies where the, like, more hidden spots are. I want to say shaded because you're not out during the day, but at night where, like, you kind of know the angles of the street candles, street lamps, if you will, and how to stay out of sight. Mordekaiser, you're just strolling along like a backpack. And you definitely are not being hidden. Mordekaiser, roll a D100. And if you can get above a 75. Oh, okay. Okay, so you actually are going to get caught by a city watch.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah,
Wah,
so
wah, wah.
City Watch walks up and says, "What is the meaning of this?"
It's not what it looks like, officer. It's actually a mannequin.
Make a deception check.
Impossible lies generally aren't given that, but
Impossible what?
nothing.
Odds?
Lies.
Oh, right.
Generally something that's unbelievable can be.
Oh, well, yeah. He failed completely, so.
Not completely.
All right, so 3 more guards walk up and grab you and put manacles on you.
I want to interrupt.
Oh.
Because I'm right there, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to say, excuse me, gentlemen. I'm with the Emerald Enclave. Can I please explain this?
They look at you and they wait for your explanation.
I'm going to say, my mistress, whose name I've forgotten.
Jared Vulcan.
Yes, who goes by... Pss, 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 pss.
No, that was Melanor. Jareth is the female
Yeah.
sort of supernatural person.
So I'll say she will speak for me. We are actually hunting down the original necromancer that raised this undead, and my friend here just reanimated it after we defeated it so that we can hopefully track down the original caster. But we have not disturbed any graves or broken any rules.
Oh, damn, he speaks good.
Make a persuasion check. With advantage because you name dropped the Emerald Enclave. Ooh.
That's pretty impressive. That's like my fourth one tonight.
This is the one that really counted.
Mm-hmm. One of the guards looks at you and says, Jareth, huh? Well, if you're on a mission for Jareth, then we'll let you pass. But if we see this during daylight hours, you bet we're taking you and your friend in, so we don't want to see this thing walking about town tomorrow.
You got it, officer.
And they let you go only because it's like the middle of the night, and he was very persuasive with his name dropping.
Very nice.
You saved me, dude. Appreciate it.
All right. So you guys...
I can't save you from Holly when you bring this thing home.
Right. So you guys make it back to the manor and get inside. So you guys are inside now.
Yeah, I'm just going straight to bed.
Okay.
Holly would not be at the manor at night.
Oh, where did Holly go?
That is classified,
Okay.
but I'll tell you.
Yeah, later. All right, so you guys make it back to the manor. And I guess, is everybody heading to bed now? We're probably wrapping this session up anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but I feel like we should get experience from getting out of that sticky situation.
No, actually, that was a perk that Jareth gave to Raw for being part of the Emerald Enclave. And
All right.
because he wouldn't have gotten that without being in the Emerald Enclave.
And I don't know how we would get you out of jail. So.
Yep. Guys gotta follow the rules. Okay, so that ends the session for tonight. And Felix has totally been asleep for the last 20 minutes next to me.
He hasn't done anything
Right.
for like the last hour and a half.
Yeah, well, he was stuck in the inn, stalking somebody drinking milk. Felix. He's totally asleep.
Dedicated to his task.
Just sleeping outside the door like a real cat. Okay, well, yay, I'll upload this tomorrow and... Right. I feel like it's going slower. Because I'm letting you guys try to ad-lib.
Well, because we all have like different things going on.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to, like, do anything in any particular order. So, it's just, like, you guys don't have to split off if you don't want to.
Okay.
You're just getting the feel of the city, learning things about the city, learning your different mentors and actions, and This is all sort of like a history lesson or a sociology